Salam alaikum, alaikum salam. This is Tata Lucera, and today we're going to have a little voodoo story. All right? Today's story took place in New Orleans, Louisiana. A young lady reached out to me a couple years back and said, hey, I'm trying to start a business. I wanted to become successful. I said, okay, you got to do a pack, got to do a certain ritual. It takes place at the crossroads, or we can do a cemetery, whichever's closer to you. She preferred the cemetery. I did my preparations on my end, made her stand on top of a grave, put her right hand over her heart, made the pack, and the agreements of the pack, she had to do certain things every month to please the spirit. And also every year she was required to give a sacrifice. After the pack was complete, within a year or two after she became successful, her and a family member, they opened up a business called, I believe, PeeWee's Crabcake down in New Orleans. All right. So once she became successful, everything was good. I didn't hear from her in a couple years. So a couple of years later, contacted me again, and she was having problems with the family member she went in business with. I believe it was some kind of altercation or argument over the business franchise, the business name, copyright issues, trademark issues, etc. Something like that. She wanted to take ownership. So once she contacted me again, I asked her, I said, hey, you did the pack. I did the work for you a while back, and you did your thing at the cemetery, and it's done. Why have you been holding up your end? Have you been doing what you're supposed to do as I recommended in the instructions for the end of your bargain, for the spirit? And she says, oh, I've been busy, not really too much thinking about it. I've been, on vacation, out here in Texas and doing my thing. And I'm like, whoa, you know what you signed up for, right? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And I said, okay, let me check things out. So I went in the temple. I shook some shells. I communed with the spirit. The spirit told me that they are pissed because she was supposed to do certain things on her end, and they held up their end of the bargain, but she didn't hold up her end of the bargain. They actually wanted a sacrifice from her because she they helped her to become real successful, and she didn't want to do it. So I called her back and I said, hey, this is what you got to do. And she didn't want to do it. So I said, okay. So after that was done, I think maybe a couple months later, random guy vandalizes the building, the establishment. Then right after that, the place catches fire. So it was just more problems on more problems for that. But the moral of the story here is once you sign up for these things and the spirit gives you what you ask for, you have to hold up your end of the bargain. It's just the way it is. It's a business. It's a physical business we're doing, and it's a spiritual business they're doing. As above, so below. And it is what it is. So you contact me for any services, all right? Just be ready to hold up your end of the bargain. You know, especially if I'm doing something to, like as far as packs, as far as dealing with spirits, it actually, you know, require sacrifice. Sacrifice can be anything. Sacrificing your time, sacrificing, you know, giving your energy. So just be ready. I hope that's a lesson learned to a lot of people out there, because I done seen so many successful businesswomen, businessmen, you know, doctors, lawyers, police chief, lose their position of power because they didn't hold up the end of the bargain from the spirit. Like I said, the invisible hand can bring you all the way to the top. And the same way it brought you to the top, that invisible hand can bring you all the way down. This is Tata Lucera. Contact me for all things occult.